Good morning, LKN. 7:34. Happy Friday to you. Getting chillier out.
Yeah.
It's one of those days maybe where the nose is dripping a little bit. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you're walking around. It's like, oh no, am I getting sick? Am I not? It's not just your body that can get sick. Your house can get sick,
Your house
too.
can get sick.
If your house gets sick, you need to call the house
Call the
doctors.
house doctors, yeah.
That's what you need to do. Mark joins us this morning. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great.
All right. You're going in people's houses. You know, you're fixing stuff. Has it been the experience you hope for? Are you seeing like people's dirty drawers everywhere and things like that that really just is opening up your eyes beyond what you expected?
Not so much that. It's, what's unexpected is just the demand out there that for just handyman services, home improvement, that has kind of taken us back just a little bit. But, we kind of expected that. We were staffed to, out the gate to take care of those customers, and it's been consistent. So that's a good thing.
Absolutely. And it's that in between almost, right? Like it's not so small, like just a light bulb, like I can change it, but it's not so big, like I'm about to hire like a massive GC to come in here and do this big project. But it's all that stuff in between. And that list is long. What are some of the things that house doctors commonly helps folks with, or you get calls about that y'all are continuously working on?
So we're continuously working on decks, deck repairs, deck cleaning, staining. That work is kind of, as the seasons change, now we're moving inside the homes, but, faucet repairs, door lock replacement, ceiling fan replacement, things like that. So, deck repairs, gutter cleaning has been big in the last couple of months. With fall coming, want to get those gutters cleaned out.
Nothing like getting yelled at by the missus for being up on the ladder way up
That's
high
right.
and climbing on the roof or hanging a ceiling fan. My
I was going to
goodness.
say, hanging a ceiling fan will test your relationship every time. So it's just
Flip the
better,
breaker again.
better to call somebody, really.
That's true. We have so many calls from ladies that they refuse to let their husbands back up on the ladder. So, not happening again. So we'll take care of it.
Yeah.
So the process with house doctors, right? Because it can be complicated. Or like, hey, I also like. There's a lot of contracts out here that, like, let's be honest, are kind of like just throwing out big numbers at people, right? That necessarily are like kind of crazy. How does it work to work with house doctors?
Yeah, so they can find us. Customers can find us on the web. House Doctors /Mooresville. We are on Angie next door. Or they can call us direct. It's simple. They can actually book an estimate online through the website, or call us direct at 704-251-2829.
And then you guys come out there, and are you able to start repairs same day? Do you need to schedule? Are you months out? How does that work?
We're about 2-3 weeks out right now. We offer free estimates. That's one thing that we're proud of. Our competitors charge for estimates, so we offer free estimates, free advice. And then we'll be upfront with the customer if it's something that can be repaired on site at that time. We'll get them a cost back to them, let them approve that. Or, if it's something more in depth, we need to research, do some estimating on internally. We'll get back to them with a scheduled date and go back and fix that for them.
Now, as far as the big end of the project, so you say you're repairing decks. What do I say? Hey, Mark, I want to build a deck. Yeah. You guys do that as well from the jump? But can help with all that kind of stuff too?
We sure do. We'll tear it down, build it back larger, more customized. There's a lot of pressure treated decks out there now, and customers are looking to get that converted over to composite decking. So less hassle, low maintenance, and lasts longer.
Wintertime, too, you hang outside the house a lot more. You start noticing the cracks. You start noticing
all the paint
things.
chips, all the little things that need to be done. Yep. So you start noticing all those things. Plus, the holidays coming up. I'm not going to put you on the spot here, but if somebody's like, I've got 50 people come to my house for the holidays, and I need the fans done, I need the smoke detectors checked, I need to make sure everything's ship-shape in the house. Can you help them out with that?
We can help with that. We can help with the schedule as well. We'll be up front with them. Thanksgiving, Christmas, literally feels like it's just days away. If it's a fairly large project and they've got a hard date that they want to hit, we'll be upfront and honest. If we can hit it, we'll commit to it. If not, we'll be upfront and honest with them. Tell them, it's not doable at this time.
One of the things I love that you talked about when you were here last time was about kind of retrofitting the house so that people can stay at home as you age. So grab bars, ramps. Do you guys still do that?
Still do that. We've probably since the last time I was here, we've probably done about 6 wheelchair ramps.
Wow.
And so that's a big thing. And then numerous grab bars within showers, tubs, and we're actually this afternoon installing a handrail going up to the second floor of a house for an older couple. they got a handrail on the right hand side, but they need a handrail on the left hand side. So so when they come back down the steps, they've got an easier grab to hold to steady themselves to get down. So even that's included in there.
One of the biggest fights my wife and I ever got into was I wanted a TV hung instead of sitting on top of the
that's a good argument too.
piece of furniture.
Exactly.
Now, Mark, I will say in the long term I've won that battle. But the first time, in the moment, it didn't feel like I won because the TV fell out of the wall after she came home, and I had done it anyway because I said, "This is my house too. I'm gonna hang this TV." Do y'all hang TVs by chance? Because there's a TV out there maybe somewhere that needs to be hung in somebody's
It's
house.
still sitting on the floor.
We do. You should have called us. We would have taken care of that.
Saying you guys are just fixing relationships.
That's
is
right.
really what you
That's
guys
right.
are doing,
Yeah.
right? You're keeping people
You
from
never
getting
know.
into the arguments, keeping the frustration down. You're really just helping everybody out there, no matter what age you
That's
are.
what I was thinking about painting too. Do
I
y'all
was gonna
paint by
say,
chance?
Paint.
I thought
Paint.
that was the argument you were going to bring
Yeah.
up, the painting argument, which I've heard from both. I've heard both sides of that argument. By the way, it's a good one.
Yeah, the
Ask
wife
her
will
about
call.
the TV
and-
one next time.
The wife will call and say, "Hey, we want this done. Send my husband the bill." So
Yeah,
that's
there
how
you
it
go.
works. That's how it works.
Mark, what about the pricing though too, right? Because again, some contractors are charging crazy numbers, and then at the same time, like if it's too small of a job and you guys are like, you just need to do that yourself. They don't want to waste their time. Maybe if somebody doesn't want to. How's the pricing work with what you guys do?
Yeah, so it varies by project, and I'm very conscious of the pricing, especially the market pricing, and in general, just the pricing makes sense. That's the thing. I mean, you can charge crazy dollars, and but we're not out there to do that. We're out there to deliver product, service, economically to the customer, something that they can afford, and that we can make some profit on. But we're not out there to make all the profit in one job.
House Doctors, housedoctors.com/Mooresville. We're talking with Mark, the owner for House Doctors Mooresville. How far do you guys go, though? Is it just Mooresville, or do you go a little bit farther than Mooresville?
No, I say the greater Lake Norman area, we're House Doctors Mooresville, but that, we kind of, not that we dropped the Mooresville part, but it is a little misleading. We literally cover from Salisbury to Morganton, Concord to Wilkesboro,
Wow.
and all zip codes in between. So just draw
That's
a
a
radius.
wide variety.
It's a
right
huge
there,
variety,
It
too.
is,
yeah.
yeah.
So lots of options for
Yeah.
people if they're looking for somebody anywhere. Anybody who's listening right now
Yes.
is available for you guys to come out. And,
Yeah, we were in Moxville yesterday with a storm door. We were in Morganton last week for some gutter repair, and we're all over. So
Now, Mark, are you going to everybody's house and doing these repairs yourself, or do you have a team that goes out?
I've got a team. I've got an internal team. All my employees currently are in house. We did have some subcontractors we're using for some larger jobs, but kind of phased away from that. Brought everybody in house, so it's more controllable that way from a quality check, and so everybody's in house.
As you're playing in the yard, you might notice too when you look at your house, because it's another spot you just don't normally see, right? The siding and stuff like that. You start
Oh.
seeing the siding and how it's like, wow, that looks a little different than I remembered a couple of years ago when I looked at this spot of the house last. Do you guys help with siding and those kinds
We
of things?
do. We do siding repair. We don't do full siding replacements, but we do siding repair. You'd be surprised with the sun how much that fades the siding. You got a company coming by doing yard work, landscaping, weed eating. They'll damage some siding. We'll try to replace that, repair that, and windstorms. We have quite a bit of wind in some of these summer storms that we've had, and we'll go out and pick that siding up out of the yard and put it back on the house.
Mark, as you can imagine, I don't know what I don't know. Let's say there's this water spot there on that ceiling, but I have no idea where that water spot is coming from. Do you help diagnose too? Like something just doesn't feel right in the house. I need it looked at, Mark. Do you help with that?
We'll do our best to try to diagnose that leak, whether it's internal or it's an external leak coming from the roof. Biggest thing with water, it is tricky. I mean, it could be running in on one end of the house, but leaking on the other end of the house through the ceiling.
All right, I got a tough one for you, Mark.
Yeah.
Pet doors. We love our pets. Can you help us put a pet door in?
Oh, we can put a pet door in. We can put through the wall pet door. We did that in Mooresville probably a few months ago, and we've got through the door pet doors. We can have storm doors that have pet doors in them. So yeah, pet doors is not a problem, and we love doing those.
Took me about 3 weeks to teach my dog how to open the screen door herself. So
Yeah.
save me that trouble of that.
Yeah, it's hard. And even a pet
it's
door,
not easy.
you get a pet door, and the pet's not used to it. You kind of just gotta nurture them and train them how to do that.
How to
and then
use it,
once,
yeah.
once they get it, they got it.
If your pet gets sick, call your vet. If you get sick, call your doctor. If your house gets sick, you call House Doctors. That's what you do. HouseDoctors.com/Mooresville. Mark, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Thank you.